Trade between China and Africa has been growing steadily in recent years. China's Chamber of International Commerce reports that last year, Chinese exports to Africa reached $92 billion, while African exports to China hit $117 billion. With economic ties growing, more Chinese are now learning African languages, as Grace Brown reports from Beijing.
At Beijing's Foreign Studies University, students have been learning African languages for decades. Swahili was taught here before Tanzania even became independent. Jin Xiaomei, or Bahati as she's known in Swahili, meaning lucky girl, has been studying it for 2 years.
I chose this major because I was interested in Africa, as a venture country. I can translate some paper, easy paper. The grammar thing is a little bit difficult, but if I have the chance to go there and have a job, maybe I will go, yeah.
China's new focus on learning African languages is set to boost ties between the continent and China in the years to come. Ma Jun, who picked Simba as his Swahili name, is hoping to use his language skills in diplomacy.
When I'm graduate, I'd like to work in government, maybe to be an ambassador or minister and so on. So maybe I will go to Africa to work. Yeah.
On Saturday, the college held a forum emphasizing the value of less common languages in building China's soft power, with indigenous Asian and African languages in focus. Amharic teacher Yemsrach says the Ethiopian native language is now an elective, but it's rapidly expanding.
We have basic students, New Year students, and we have 3 students who want to continue the intermediate level Amharic class. The interest among the students has been growing, so we are thinking to open Amharic class as a degree level if it is possible, maybe in 2016. Like Hausa and Swahili, we are planning to make it a degree level so they can easily communicate and be active participants among the different Chinese companies in Ethiopia.
Last year, official data showed China's trade with Africa topped $200 billion. That's more than double America's trade with the continent, with China buying resources such as copper from Africa and more Africans buying manufactured goods such as clothing and electronics from China. As a result of the growing business ties between Africa and China, more Chinese are now learning African languages to get ahead. Aside from boosting business, more Chinese learning African languages is also strengthening cultural ties.
I try to create the context of the culture. For instance, if I teach about the food, I will invite them in my house preparing food. If I'm teaching about the traditional clothes, I wear the traditional clothes. I show them traditional hairstyles in the classroom. I try to make it more alive.
The university says it plans to expand its African language programs in the future, with culture a key part.
In the next 5 years, we plan to add Zulu as another language course. We also encourage students to learn about the histories, religions, economics and cultures of different African countries.
With more communication between Chinese and Africans being made possible, ties between them are likely to grow even further in the years ahead. Grace Brown, CCTV, Beijing.